been rewatching Push Buttons and Talk, because we talked about that recently, the Phoenix Wright highlights. For some reason, the investigation ones aren't in the playlist. You know, those videos are still good. I have no complaints. Justice for All's final case is still fucking stupid. I think it's a good case overall. It has the reputation that is deserved. Whoa, holy shit.
What?
I didn't know I could do that.
Jesus.
Okay, this is also going to be spoilers. Whoa, big spoiler warning for a game that came out in 2002. The fact that Maya is kidnapped and put in Matt Engarde's fucking house, which you visit, that still is so stupid to me.
I cannot get over it. Is because he's like, hey, go to my house.
Yeah, and he tells
shouldn't tell you to go.
And the real fucking kicker is that at the end, when it's like, oh my god, she's being kept at Matt Engarde's house. What the fuck do you mean she's being kept at Matt Engarde's house? You didn't go to his house? He's the defendant in a murder case, and you didn't, like, go to his goddamn house? And, like, what? Everything about that case, about that specific situation is so dumb.
You could say, like, oh, they didn't go to his house because he makes a point of, like, he's so famous he can do whatever he wants, even from jail. But then it's like, if he was like preventing people from going to his house, then why would he be like,
go to my house? Yeah, exactly.
Go to my house, one person in the world who can figure anything out. Whenever I think about it, I just think about how fucking long it is.
I agree about that, but I actually do think, for once, that works in the case's favor, because, you know, Phoenix is fucking just trying everything he can to prolong the case. So it's like you feeling exhausted about it is like deliberate.
In that case, and also the third game's final case, it uses the fact that everybody basically knows each other really well, which is interesting to me.
Yeah, basically every major notable character in like the series shows up to do something important.
Yeah, because it feels like there's no villains. It feels like everybody's actually just fucking confused. Yeah, in that last Justice for All case, when you're like waiting for Gumshoe's phone call and he gets in like a car accident, and then you get a call from him in the courtroom and you throw the phone.
You throw the phone and there's a little animation that like the phone spins around.
Apparently that animation where the phone spins into Edgeworth is in the GBA games. Whenever you present a thing, it always does that.
Oh. Again, I think the case overall is good, as most final cases are. Most. But the things revolving around Matt Engarde's house is so dumb.
The problem is that all the cases in that game are drawn out as hell.
Yeah, Justice for All is really bad, except for most of the last case.
I wouldn't say it's a bad video game, but it's not as good as the first game.
For the audience's like information, we both marathoned all of the well, he didn't play the 3DS ones, but we played through all of the Phoenix Wright games back to back, basically.
Basically, all the DS ones.
Investigations 1 is fucking bad, so.
That's the second one, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I guess I've actually been thinking about it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know that guy liked it.
Bones. Investigations 2 has some... I mean, it's like Justice for All. It's got some good things about it, but it overall is not great.
This'll work, right?
Yeah, definitely will this time. I know for a fact they're undead. Fucking look at it. In the entire saga, there's only 2 cases that I still don't know what the fuck happened, which is... 1, the second case in Justice for All with the, oh, stop. The button's stuck.
What?
The X button's stuck down.
Yeah,
No, get up.
Better hurry.
No, don't hit him. I had him controlled, you fool.
Oh.
The second case in Justice for All, I still don't know what the fuck happened. And the final case in Trials and Tribulations, I have no idea what happened. And I don't even think that the second case in Justice for All is supposed to be that complicated. There was just something about it that I just did not understand at all.
Mimi is hiding in the box, in the room, shoots through the box, through the wall.
Don't.
Oh.
I'm fucking swear to God.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
I don't know what happened. Yeah, she was like hiding in a box and she got shot, or she shot through the box or something.
Yeah, because there's a hole in the box and a hole in the wall thing.
But also, like, there is or is not a hole in her her outfit. Something about a bullet hole in like Maya's outfit.
Oh yeah, because Maya at some point went into the box and then the bullet went through her clothes because they were in the box.
And the last case in Trials and Tribulations, I just don't... After they introduced the idea of the body swinging across the bridge, I completely lost the plot. You know, I gotta say, Control is fucking busted. I don't think... See, if I were to change anything about my tier list that I made... Actually, I think I did put Beastmaster in the tier that Red Mage and Ranger were in. Because, like, the class is not good, but Control is insanely good, at least for regular encounters. Being able to take an enemy completely out of the battle is invaluable.
And then also use it.
Yeah. Even when we made that video, I knew that Control was good, but I just never really thought about it, I guess. Oh yeah, a few days ago, the newest Under Night fighting game. I don't even know what the difference is between like Under Night and all of those fighting games by French Bread. There's another one. There's Under Night and there's Melty Blood. There was a big like French Bread fighting game sale on Humble Bundle or Good Old Games recently, and they accidentally, the fucking naming scheme of all those games is so bad that they accidentally put the newest game at 80% off. That's all I had to say about that. It's funny that the naming scheme is so goddamn bad that they didn't even know how to sell their own games.
That's one of those things that makes you feel okay. Because you're like, even that big of a mistake can happen. I guess we are human beings. Oh jeez. So that costs nothing, right?
Yeah, all the things cost nothing and range from decent to extremely good. In the GBA, he says, it'd totally rock if I could roll with you guys. But because this is a fan translation, it has to be as literal and boring as possible. No offense, RPGE.
At least it's not like that Final Fantasy VI translation where they added a bunch of swear words.
It's more accurate, don't you know?
You're probably maybe thinking of the same comparison I'm thinking of, where that one scene at the beginning of 6 where like one character's like, Kso! But then the official translation is like son of a submariner. But that fan translation is like son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Which feels like if anything it would be like damn or crap, not son of a bitch.
I can't imagine Kefka just saying son of a bitch.
It feels like that happens a decent amount where it's like some kind of exclamation that feels like it fits the character in English, but when you look in Japanese they just say like ... exclamation point or something. It still annoys me when people are, oh my fucking god.
Bone is one of the funniest moves in this game just because of that.
When people are getting on Neo the World Ends With You's case for being localized poorly.
It really, I mean, I doubt it was actually localized poorly. People just want to be, they might just do that.
Yeah, why did that happen twice?
I don't know. Wait, let me guess. It's probably one of two things. It's either the cat girl saying bye, goodbye. Okay, yeah. Because in Japanese she says like bye in katakana because she's trying to be disrespectful. But fucking Twitter translator morons are like, why she says bye? What?
Yeah.
They don't understand context at all. The other one that people got on the translator's case was for the noodle guy from the first game appears again. He's like, is it cultural appropriation if I sell tacos or something? I forget what the thing is exactly. And people are like, whoa, woke. The one with you is woke now. But it was actually like a legitimate way to translate that because he was actually worried if him selling Asian food in Tokyo is actually cultural appropriation. Like, is this offensive for me to do this?
They were just probably annoyed at the specific phrasing.
Yes. They probably could have phrased it differently, but it really isn't a big deal at all.
Even still, if they had done like, if they just made him say like straight up like, hey, would it be racist if I did this? Then they'd probably still be mad.
That would be funny to hear a World Ends With You character say the word racist. I don't know why that word specifically, but it's just funny to think of.
Languages are different, it turns out. See, when you see people who are like, it needs to be exactly as it was with all of like the Japaneseness, we can't appeal to the normies. It's like, you're wrong. Just learn Japanese if you want it so badly. You'll have access to so much glory, apparently.
I am not a translator, and I probably will never be. I always see people on the internet that aren't translators be like, why are translators not translating one-to-one, 100% like directly? I always see people on Reddit threads, or when I had a Twitter account, like Twitter threads, where people are like, well, this was translated this way, but you know, to other people, how is it supposed to be translated? And then like 10 people will all say a different thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit. It turns out actually translating correctly is completely up in the air. It's like, you might think that, oh, my translation would be so much more accurate, but there is no completely correct translation. Like, as much as I love the Game Boy Advance translation of this game, it definitely isn't 100% accurate, but it's like definitely enjoyable because the story is pretty plain otherwise.
Okay. X.
I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on that.
It just seems like the main issue. Well, there's two main issues actually. The first one is this thing where people are like, you can't. Oh my fucking god.
You can do terrain or fight. Whoops. As faster than I. Oh, nice.
Never mind.
Get owned.
The first main thing is like what I said. Like people are like, it needs to have the Japanese culture. Oh god, that's good.
I think that means he has like one health.
When you localize, part of localizing is localizing. If a character is talking in a casual way, the way you convey that in Japanese might be totally different than in English. The turtle guy in this game, in Japanese, as far as I can tell, he's supposed to be like just really straight up with you.
He's supposed to be the wise old man, like the wise old wizard trope, just he is a turtle. And that's it. That's as far as that goes.
But also at the same time, he's sort of like done with everybody's shit.
The way it's translated in this game, I always assumed that he just was, like, straight-faced, like, just wizard.
Oh,
like
well,
old, like
fucking wrong.
He doesn't have like any nuance, just aside from the fact that he's a turtle.
But even then, like, people don't seem to realize that, like, a lot of times localizers, it's not like they're just a group of fuckboys on the street. They're working with the team that made the game a lot of times. Especially with a series as big as this, I have no doubt that the translation team would work at least somewhat with the original people.
That is actually a really big thing, is that people think that the translators are like sneaking behind the original like developers or like the anime, like the original Japanese teams, like backs be like, yeah, I'm gonna put in the word cultural appropriation and they'll never see it coming.
Yeah, maybe it does happen a lot. I don't seem to see it happen that much, but like people who think like localizers are out to fucking insert SJW shit in games. I don't know if that's really founded.
I'm sure that it does happen. Just like flatly saying like, oh no, that doesn't happen. I think it does, at least somewhat. But I don't think that it happens enough for it to be an actual issue that people would have to worry about.
People on 4chan really think that localizers are fucking the Illuminati, out to destroy the common man. Because I remember seeing on 4chan some image macro to a tweet where it was some localizer who was like, eventually they're gonna just pay us for fucking doing nothing, as some kind of dumb joke.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
I heard that exactly.
And this person 4chan was like, look at what they're trying to do to us. It's gonna be okay. I think games are probably still going to come out because that makes money.
And then you can, and people on 4chan can have their stellar blades.
I already forgot what that is.
I think both sides of that, this is like both sides, but like I do think that there is some truth to that with this, is that, you know, the two extremes to any arguments are quite silly because their opinions are so tainted by being in an echo chamber. They go beyond what any reasonable person would actually think.
Well, also their opinions are tainted by the want to just piss each other off.
Yeah, that too. And I think that kind of thought is like the want to piss each other off. It's like, I actually do think that people think that translators think like that. And that's why they put stuff like that in the games or anime or whatever. Roman kind of talked about, was when we were playing Stranger of Paradise, Roman was, I think, trying to talk about this. The Dragon Maid anime had like an infamous translation thing where the one of the characters was like, how do I look? And another character was like, oh, you should wear whatever you want. You shouldn't let the patriarchy get you down. And I was like, look at this woke shit. Yeah, it's a stupid line, especially because it's not at all like how the line was in Japanese. But again, it goes back to the Japanese team was okay with it. Like, again, they didn't just randomly go, aha, we're going to put this in the game, or going to put this in the show.
That's another one where it just sounds like they're mad at the word choice. Because it's obviously supposed to be some kind of like, you know, female empowerment type thing.
Yeah.
Just it's phrased really cornily.
The phrasing definitely could be a hell of a lot better. This happened a while ago. This like, well, patriarchy and Dragon Maid anime thing happened a while ago. It like had a resurgence because there was like an AI translation. It's like AI Japanese translation is like a thing, or not necessarily a thing now, but it's like it has advancements enough to be a potential solution to having, you know, AI translation instead of human translation, which, first of all, that's bad. That's a bad idea, just letting AI translate Japanese or just foreign media in general, because people only like AI when it's taking the jobs of people they don't like.
Yeah.
Like, as much as you might dislike that translation, you really should not want that in your Japanese media AI translation. That would start a whole thing.
I have no idea AI could be trusted on that front, because one of the important jobs of a localizer is to be acutely familiar with both cultures, the culture it's coming from and the culture it's going to, and not just, you know, translating words. Not only that, but also like understanding the intention of the creators and stuff, talking with them. Because they're human beings.
Mm-hmm. Do people know what tax breaks are? Because I sure as fuck don't. So Warner Brothers has been failing heavily in many areas recently.
Really?
With the Suicide Squad game. Fucking flopped super hard, and that game's been in development for a long time and probably had a huge budget. A lot of their movies have completely bombed. Like the Flash movie, the Blue Beetle movie, the Black Adam movie, like all that shit is terrible. And Rooster Teeth recently, Rooster Teeth is actually owned by Warner Brothers apparently, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
And Rooster Teeth was one of the, I mean, Rooster Teeth had kind of been on its way out for a while, so that's not necessarily a thing. Not necessarily related, but they, alright.
Well, that multiverse isn't that owned by?
Yes, it is. And that game might be coming back, but that's another thing entirely. What I'm bringing this up for is that anytime any like big company takes stuff down, or actually the original reason I was bringing this up is because yesterday there was a popular Reddit thread saying that Warner Brothers is taking down a bunch of Adult Swim games on Steam. I don't know why, but they are. And people on Reddit threads were saying like, oh, they can take it down because they can get a tax break on it. And every time I always see people on Reddit be like, oh, tax break. I'm like, what the fuck do you think a tax break is? Because I don't even know if... I've heard people just throw that term around so much, I don't even know if I know what it is. It seems like people think a tax break is just, oh, your thing failed.
Money somehow.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they either are breaking completely even, or they're actually gaining money from the exchange.
It's like, well, they're only doing it because it's a tax break. It's like, why would they fucking bother in the first place then?
Yes, exactly. It's like there is actual risk involved here, you know? Like, It's not like companies just make stuff and they're like, well, if it succeeds, we get infinite money, and if it fails, then we don't lose anything. Like, that's not how it works.
If it fails, then we don't have to spend any more money than we've already wasted.
Exactly.
Net win. There's a scene in Seinfeld where Kramer's like, you know, big corporations, they just write stuff off like this. And Jerry's like, write it off how? And Kramer's like, you know, they just write it off. And Jerry's like, do you know what a write-off is? And he's like, no.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. People on the internet in general are just so cynical. It's insane. And I can't necessarily blame anyone for feeling that way, considering all news everywhere is just doom and gloom constantly. However, it's insane to think that companies that you think are too big to fail just have infinite money and literally can't lose any money. I'm sure that there's a lot of examples of things like that where it's person on the internet has no idea what they're talking about, like armchair lawyers, armchair just game developers, just armchair people in general.
Yes.
Oh my god. I think you're back to 3. I think you're back to 50-50.
Good. I'm gonna break this boat in fucking half. Oh, that was good.
That was good.
Okay, how do you do this? There's a lot happening suddenly. Okay, that's it.
First aid, please.
Does that mean we have to hit Enkidu?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I get it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, apparently he's vulnerable to control. I didn't know that. I should have,
Never mind.
Oh, it already happened. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you can make him hurricane himself. This is fine.
It didn't matter.
Yeah, this fight is hilariously abusable because Gilgamesh is vulnerable to several status effects, and Enkidu can be controlled, and then immediately you just kill him. You make him hurricane himself to put him into single-digit HP, and then... My opinion has always been that the first real encounter with Gilgamesh on the big bridge is actually, by far the hardest, because of how he buffs himself in the second half with Shell Protect and Haste.
All of our HPs are so nicely rounded.
Yeah.
1080p!
Comet is the only... or Comet and Meteor are the only spells in the game that are not based on your level, so... It's the only spell that can actually do good damage at level 1. But the problem is that the damage is so variable, it can do between 200 or 2,000 damage.
Oh.
Please don't summon whirlpools on the boat. I would
I
rather
already did a
live.
tsunami. We should be dead right now.
Oh yeah, they started off with that.
Why is he so close to us?
Because Enkidu spawns
yeah.
back there. He's like, hey, you guys, what you doing over here?